Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. Today, as you'll be well aware, I'm sure, is Black Friday. And the day originated in the States. It's the day after Thanksgiving, I suppose the equivalent of our Boxing Day, which is also a day when huge amounts of money are spent. I read recently that in 1 December, in a recent pre-pandemic year, something like £7,500 was spent every second in the UK, a huge bonanza of spending. Alongside Black Friday, though, coming from Canada, is Buy Nothing Day, scheduled for the day after Black Friday, for Saturday. And it's a day of protest against the consumerism and the widespread expenditure on things that don't really give happiness of Black Friday. And people who take it particularly serious do public protests, like going around supermarkets with and blocking up the checkouts with empty trolleys, or ostentatiously cutting up their credit cards. But for most of us, it'll just be a day when we, perhaps as is suggested, for 24 hours buy nothing. A useful reminder to us, I think, that possessions are not everything. Consumerism has all sorts of problems associated with it. Of course, one is the damage it does to the environment. It also probably doesn't do a great deal for the working conditions of ordinary people, particularly in developing countries and in Asia. But for me, the main problem about consumerism is not so much the socio-economic side of it, which is important and needs to be combated, but the personal assumption it makes that we're not happy with what we've got. It relies on the assumption that we would be happier if we had more. And I think that that's just not true, and that for me, my own quiet personal protest against consumer is not going to be marching around a supermarket with an empty trolley, but simply trying to be content with what I've got, and realizing that I'm very fortunate to have that, and not being sucked into the assumptions that are coming at me from all sorts of media directions that I really ought to be buying more. I think contentment, and it's a lovely word, isn't it, is something to be prized, and something which days like Black Friday seems to undermine. But it's something that today I'm going to reclaim.